back to the virtual world where hopefully tonight we beat games because we didn't beat this one last week. And this time we are playing the Japanese version of Beating Rush or Rushing Beat. I think I put it in backwards in the thing.
Rushing Beat on from Japan, rival turf from American side. So,
Oh, you know what? I was reading it and I put in tonight VTubers beat Rushing Beat, but I didn't read the second line, so I put look like beat rushing. But look at this cutscenes. We can't read them, but it also begs the question why they were like taken out. You know, I bet it's because he's got the gun on the guy. That's probably why they removed it.
all right.
I wouldn't be surprised, but then again, why would they? Like they have like Contras on there, you know? Like why would you like get rid of the cutscenes and just like this couldn't be that hard to
Trust me, let's pick. Once we get going, I want you to go because I checked this out a little bit before we started. Like we're going through Parsec. We couldn't get the fucking other stuff to work, right? But there's something else I wanted to show you that it'll make even less sense to you afterwards. But go ahead and start it.
Oh, I didn't click on there for you to see your screen, did I? Oops. It doesn't alert me when that's what's happening on your end. My alert is usually just Kiku going, Pix. I can't.
Click it again. Yeah.
So the question is, if we click start, no, we already tried that. Because if we click start, it won't do the cutscene, right?
Yep, but click start. So no, that's a much better opener, right? This is meh. Go to options. Go to options. We have level and stock adjustment. 2-player hit is automatically off, and angry mode is automatically on. In the Japanese version,
better in every way. Yep.
It's like they didn't just remove cutscenes; they removed features. Pix. They removed features from the game.
They didn't actually remove the feature.
No, you couldn't select stock or select lives.
Oh yeah. What our lives defaulted at? What did they default to last time?
4, I want to say.
So this time we just get 1 extra life.
Well, 5 extra lives per stock. I'm also curious to see if they readjusted damage and health on these guys too. Don't forget you can hold L or R to run too. Look at your door in and I build,
and I just beat up. I'm punched ride. Give me a ride. Send you for
why is this in English?
I don't know, man.
Kamikaze.
Ow, 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 ow. No, the damage seems to be the same. Because I just got kicked 3 times by the kicking guy.
Slick is what they're called. Oh, they don't stun lock you though.
I didn't always get stun locked every time last week either, so.
Okay. So these. Wait.
I thought I was punching you. No, he was hitting you.
Okay. Oh, that was cool as hell. Oh, you can hit them when they're down too.
Rage mode is the only good thing. So the way he's punching you right there, in good beat 'em ups, you can usually do that slow punch to stun lock some enemies yourself.
What's this guy called?
Show. Or Shao.
Butchie. Butchie. Ah, fuck.
Alright, you just punched me in the head.
God damn, these names are even better in the fucking Japanese one. What the hell?
I don't remember what they were in the English one.
Well, it was the thin guy was like Sticks, and it was like. Like kamikaze. It's like there was not none of those. What was that? What the hell was that noise?
Maybe that was me using up my special.
All right, we have specials.
I mean, I'm using that term very loosely here. Ow! He just walked up on screen, just popped me.
Yeah, I can seem to do that still. Oof.
Powerball.
Oh, come on, I need the kill.
For what?
I'm in rage mode.
What does that matter?
You get more health back the more you kill, remember?
I was never able to confirm if that was true.
Let's just say it was. Knife.
That you threw instead of stabbing with it. Because that makes
We
sense.
established that the melee weapons suck in this game, okay?
You're not wrong. Although that always sucks because like the melee weapons are usually like the strongest things in these kind of games.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's why smacking people with like furniture, or not furniture, but like street stuff and like a dragon, it was always so powerful.
Like a dragon?
Yakuza.
Oh.
Because I've always heard just breaking stuff and like hitting other people with it was like one of the best ways to deal damage.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's pretty realistic to real life. Me hitting you with a crowbar is going to do a lot more damage than me hitting you with my fist.
Yeah, but this is a game.
I'm still pretty sure that hitting someone with something made of metal is going to hurt more than a fist.
My fists are stronger than metal.
Then that means these guys' heads are stronger than metal. Did he just jump kick both of us?
All right, what's this guy called? Fuck. Kaido.
Right. It's
Kaido.
the same as it was last.
Okay.
That was what the Japanese name was too, or the English one. They didn't bother changing it.
They left his the same.
I hate how much damage he. That was like a quarter of my health from one kick.
Yep, nope, this still sucks. Hopefully we're
Get
able
back on screen. Ah, why? I did 3/4 of my health.
There's a hot dog for you.
Hot dog. The truly American food. I actually watched a documentary on how hot dogs became the American food.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're best known for, isn't that? Food-wise.
Well, that and hamburgers. They were in the same documentary.
Oh, fuck you.
They became the food of they were the poor man's food of choice during the Great Depression. That's how they became America's go-to food. It's kind of sad when you think about it.
Yep. Here's calories and meat.
And some of it's phallic. Ow.
Signa. Signa these nuts.
That felt a little forced.
It felt appropriate to me.
I mean, sure, why not? The fact that this game has slowdown, despite having so little in it. Get
All right.
over here.
So what you want to do for this guy is just keep knocking the weapon out of his hand. Then when he goes to pick it up, body slam him.
Yeah, good call. That totally didn't work.
So when you have to go pick up his weapon, not when I'm wielding it. Why throw
Why
this?
are you wielding it? I don't know. I was literally comboing that guy, and then he just decides, I'm going to punch you in the middle of it. We are not doing well.
Wow, there was victory music in that one. What the fuck?
And the cities are named in English, too.
Look at background. Taco.
I'm pretty sure it says Jalico.
No, Calico.
It says Jalico.
Purple.
The people who made...
Oh, Jalico. That makes more sense. I like my version better, though.
I do like tacos. What the heck? I was on a completely different field of plane of attack.
Bob. The green ones are just Bob.
The ultimate power. What if they had
Bob.
sponges, though?
I mean, you have 5 extra lives compared to what you had last week. So
It says, what do you mean 5 extra lives?
we have 5
We had
continues this time.
We had 5 continues last time.
With 4 lives per continue. We have 5 lives per continue. Oh, that was...
That really only amounts to about 3 more lives.
What?
What do you mean, what?
4 times... You're comparing 4 times 5 to 5 times 5. Which is greater?
Okay, but here's the thing. We share the continues. So
Oh, right.
realistically,
Right. Yeah. That's still 5... That's still 5 extra lives. Between the two of
Yeah.
us.
I suppose.
Oh, this guy's still Arnold. Fuck. Down I go.
He terminated you.
I think he threw him into one of the ones off screen.
Yeah, you can do that. There's collision for that.
All right, no,
It's usually a pretty good. Usually a good crowd control strategy is to throw enemies into other enemies.
not too
But
bad.
it also means throwing them. It also means knocking. But it also means like knocking them off screen, and you have to wait for them to come back. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the stalls just reminded me. Did you see what trailer dropped today?
No.
Spaceballs 2.
Oh yeah, I did see that earlier.
I was a little worried at first. It's like, oh, that just sounds like a horrible cash grab. But you know, the more I'm looking into it, it's like, no, these guys seem to understand what made that movie good.
I think it's made by the same people.
I think it is too. Well, it's like I love their description of it. Like, you know, they did the big interview. Yeah, this is our start at a multiversal franchise with a planned world building, franchise probability, crossover capabilities, and all. It's basically adding every corporate buzzword you could onto the end of it. It's just like they did a whole interview like that. Just as PR as you could. It's like, oh my god, this is actually better than a lot of that shit. Okay, damn, the Kaido's take a hit.
But can the Arnolds?
Yeah, they take a couple. Bob!
Go away, Bob. We don't have time for you. Oh crap! DDT'd me! I got DDT'd. It's actually really cool to watch them DDT us. That's kind of fire.
DDT stands for
The Diamond Cutter. I don't know. It was just called the DDT as a wrestling move.
Okay, I'm fairly new to wrestling at this point.
You seem like someone who would have grown up with wrestling, so that's really surprising.
No, like it's wrough. This would have
It's
been
copyright.
Well, actually, would this have been before Street Fighter 2?
It's possible. But Ryu was in Street Fighter 1.
It was the white ninja in fucking 1. He was retroactively made into Ryu.
I think when it comes to franchises, Street Fighter might be the one game where people just completely ignore that the first one ever existed.
There's a couple franchises like that. Whoever talks about the first Terminator.
Yeah, but it actually mattered though, story-wise. Does Street Fighter 1 really matter?
No, I don't even think it has the story.
It's not even called Street Fighter. It's called Fighting Street.
Man, like I got double body slammed. Oof.
But he still got up and punched me, so I don't appreciate it. The hell is that glitch in the background?
I think that's supposed to be like the lights.
I thought it looked like it was like trying to load a parking garage back there. Or like it's trying to like the exit.
Yeah, or something.
One thing I've noticed is like it's like the one thing you need to do with these games is like line your attacks up. The collision is kind of bad with it.
Yeah, the different planes are terrible.
So here are the lights.
But it's only in the background. Yeah, it's the weird part though.
But I think like that red ROM you have up there, that red thing, that is supposed to be the that is like what it's trying to like put it in there. Ow.
Oh, like the emergency lights?
No, it has nothing to do with the lights. It's trying to load in the wrong sprite. Ugh.
Oh yeah, because I can see a red sprite on like the next area there.
Yeah, see, that's what that looks like. It is trying to load in. It's trying to load in that background sprite, but into other spots.
Okay,
what the heck is causing that beeping sound?
I think I'm kicking him in the balls.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Well, there's the first continue.
Boo. That right there. So that's the image he was trying to load in all the other spots. Did he just get hit by his own car?
I think he did. Honky! Oh, fuck yeah, Japan! Ah! Watch this hockey, motherfucker.
I know with Final Fight they changed a bunch of the names too, but they usually just censored the names to less violent ones.
Here comes the car.
Yeah, I was so focused on that I didn't dodge his instant kill attack. Usually when characters do stuff like that, they don't it doesn't take like half a century for the car to actually show up. Or in this case, Look at that. Look how long that took.
Yeah. We got it.
Game is bad.
Skyscraper.
What
Why are
creative
these?
names?
Why are these in English?
Because we're in America. Land of the gang violence. Look, there's a sign back there that says toxic.
And bad.
Well, that's just... Oh, no, it's a review of this game.
Hey, it's easier to record this time at the very least, right?
Yeah, I had them both recording just fine last time. It's easier to stream this time.
Boom.
Yeah.
I think we got that, and I think we also got the last Superman trailer either today or yesterday too.
Ow. No, I don't want to die from this stupid kicking thing again. Ugh. He just came on screen and just cheap shots me.
Yep.
I didn't even know he was like existed yet. Oh, I got my graded cards in today.
Oh
Finally. Yeah, so they
Anything
were
good?
there for a while. They were delayed because I guess you know the little like card collector boxes like that you put a bunch of like extra cards in.
yeah.
Yeah, so USPS didn't send them, and so he was just and they weren't allowed to put them in other boxes. So basically, people were having to wait like 2 to 3 extra weeks just because the correct boxes, like the product was there, but the boxes weren't, and they're just generic card holding boxes that you can get for
Holy
like
fuck.
Yeah, so he called in and got permission to just put it in a standard brown box.
Yep. Oh,
So,
also,
yeah.
I found out why people were getting so mad about the Yu-Gi-Oh set,
Which Yu-Gi-Oh set?
or not the Magic set, the new one.
The Final Fantasy one?
Yeah.
Because nobody can get their hands on it because it's really expensive.
Well, that and there's the Master Pack is what they're called. Have you heard
Okay,
about these?
I heard about. Okay, so I was reading about it, but I still don't completely understand what they. Ow, crap! DDT! Ow, I'm gonna die. This stuff I don't still know what it actually means though.
Okay, so what it is, like you saw the price difference, right, in the packs?
I haven't physically seen any packs, honestly.
Okay, but you know what the price difference is, right?
No.
A Master Pack is, I believe, $17 a pack.
Jesus. That's a lot for a single pack of cards.
And it has the same number of cards as a regular pack,
Okay.
but they're all rares. Or better.
So basically, like what? Ow! Dang, these stupid cheap. So it's kind of like the battle packs in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep. Only it'll be like from the current set. Big L. So think of like if you get a Yu-Gi-Oh pack that would only have like the rares or the ultra rares or the super rares.
I mean, that's kind of cool, at least.
I would like the current set. But the problem is they also have what they call, I think it's like custom foils. It's kind of like the Starlight rares in Yu-Gi-Oh, but they mark them specifically. So it's like, okay, there's only 100 of these chocobo, like foil chocobos printed.
Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing something online, but or someone was saying like one of the golden chocobo cards is shown up in the wild.
Yeah, and they're like marked from like one, like each card is literally marked 1 to 100. So
Yeah, did they with the Lord of the Rings packs they made one ring card, so one person could find the one ring.
yeah,
And they got it graded and it got an 8 out of 10, a PSA 8.
oof. Come on, guys, you had like I won't say one job, but like
What if a kid had gotten it and just and no one ever saw what happened, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cool in a way that there was like just the one ring, but it also means that nobody can complete the set except one person.
Yep. Okay.
So there's only like 100 of those golden chocobos. Does that mean there's no like other way to? That means if you don't get one of those 100, you can't get a golden chocobo.
Or it's like a special foil, I assume. I can't imagine they have like. Oh, you want to grab that? You're low on health.
If it didn't take so damn long to spawn in, I just thought the thing was empty.
No. But yeah, so like that I can understand. The problem is apparently those master packs, apparently the scalpers hit them exclusively. Like no, it's like everybody was going out and saying like, no, I don't have it. I don't like getting. I didn't get any. Like nope, those scalpers got them all. And apparently Wizards has said no. Okay, we'll reprint them. We guess because originally they weren't going to do any kind of reprints. But apparently the scalpers were hit it so hard they're like, yeah, no, nobody actually has these cards to play with, and nobody's wanting to play do anything.
So wait, and they don't do reprint. What do you mean they don't do reprints though? It's like
it's a
what you're saying is, wow, this Wizards they suck. It's like
Magic, like that's what made the Magic cards so valuable as like a secondhand market. A lot of their shit does not get reprints. You miss out on a card, you got to go pay scalper or vendor prices.
And it didn't occur to them that if they're going to sit there and cross over with other franchises, fans of those franchises aren't going to come in and make it even harder.
Oh, for those franchises, they've been doing limited prints.
Why? So that way actual Magic the Gathering players can't get them because normal non-Magic players are showing up?
From what I originally heard, they weren't confident in it, but it's okay. What the fuck is with the dick shots?
I don't know. What is with the game? What is with the graphics glitching at some points?
Bad programming.
Well, it wasn't happening on the Switch, so I wonder if it was if it's like something wrong with the ROM.
God damn it.
Emulator. I don't know, the concept being like, we're going to see if we can drag all the Final Fantasy fans over here. It's like, you really think the Final Fantasy fans are going to be like, oh man, now I want to play Magic the Gathering. No, we just want the nice cards. That's not going to make anyone want to play Magic the Gathering. All that's going to happen now is like...
What the fuck is this guy's name? Toramo.
I don't know, the general concept is like, I wanted to go buy some of those cards because they look really nice, but I'm definitely not going to play Magic because I don't like Magic. So it's like, I just want the Final Fantasy cards. But that means people who are actually playing Magic now has to compete with me for Magic cards, you know?
Yeah.
So they're not going to get to play. It's like...
And the scalpers are going extra hard on them too, so...
The scalpers are going hard on everything right now. Like, they're going hard on Pokemon, they're just going hard on every single thing they can go hard on. Because nobody's stopping them.
Yep. I haven't heard too many problems with the Switch 2 though, so far, with scalpers.
That's because Nintendo released so much extra to make it hard for scalping.
Okay, so their whole point. They did actually do that?
Yeah. They intentionally released a lot extra to make sure people couldn't scalp. They created like these Nintendo first things where if you had a chance to like pre-register with Nintendo if you had like 6 months of online already registered for a Nintendo account and be like, all right, you're an actual player of Nintendo. You can get one. Like they're all sold out where I'm at, but my one friend told me that he ended up getting two because of like someone picked one up for him and he ended up having two. So I was debating on maybe just saying, because he said he's just going to return the other one. I might just be like, hey man, you want to sell it to me instead?
All right.
Yeah, so like
halfway point.
Are we going to get a cutscene for why our thing went down this time? Nope.
Oh, it actually shows it getting shot down this time.
There aren't really any cutscenes either. So, like one of the things, it's like, so I was at Best Buy last week, right?
Yeah.
and I walk in, and they have the was it the Evolutions? What is that? What is that Pokemon set with all the EVs that are way too expensive?
I don't know the Pokemon stuff at all.
Oh, well, so I had never actually so basically Pokemon just released 3 sets. Like they released this Eevee set, they released this other set that with all the trainers, and then they just released a Team Rocket set. And it's like in a pretty short span, all things considered. I had never seen the Eevee set before. I had never seen a physical like them being sold anywhere. Because the scalpers were going so hard on them. Because there's like an Umbreon in there that like goes for like $1,000, and all the Evolutions go for a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I go into Best Buy, and they have like 3 of the ETBs as well as a bunch of the packs. So I bought one, and I bought 2 of the ETBs, one for me and one for my brother-in-law because he couldn't make it down there. And I should have bought some of the some of the multi-pack things too, because they had a lot of them there, and I was like, wow. But I had already spent like $100 on some other stuff that week, so I was like, okay, I can't be like spending this much money on cardboard, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm right there.
Even though it's like because like so like just like 2 days prior, I had been in the Target, and they had just refilled all the Pokemon cards.
Ooh.
Which I had not seen Pokemon, so I went in there looking to see if they had switched 2s or not, like my boss had said, and they didn't. But all the Pokemon cards had been restocked, and I hadn't seen Pokemon cards there in like a month or two because people were like fighting to get there. I heard that I saw this card stalker one time, like when this just started getting crazy, saying to me, yeah, I heard him talking to someone else. They say, yeah, people were following them around, so they just started randomly switching which days they did the stocks.
Damn.
Yeah, so I just happened to be in there at the right time, so I spent more money than I normally would because I wasn't expecting to just run into these things, you know?
No, I completely understand on that end.
Yeah, but I mean, I could have bought like so much more because there's no limit on Target. I had enough. I could have bought a bunch more and like scalped if I wanted to, but I didn't want to. So, but
You
I did
didn't
buy
want to
more
be
than I
the
normally-
asshole.
Exactly. But I did buy like a little bit more than I normally would. So because I knew I wouldn't be able to find any again for a long time. So I bought like normally I'd only spend like $20, but this time I spent like 80. I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna buy the ETB. Where I normally don't buy ETBs, so I'm not like because they take up a lot of space. But so I bought them, and so I was like, when I found the next set, the previous set there, I was like, wow, I'm really shocked. I could sell this for like, so that the ETB is $50, but it sells everywhere else for like 250. You know?
Yeah.
Like the scalpers are selling it for 250. So I was like, I should have bought a few more, but I was like, eh. Well, my brother-in-law told me he ended up getting down there later that day after all, and he said they only had like the 1 box left, and there was 40 of them when I had been there earlier.
Oh, yep, the scalpers hit it. Oh, fuck. Down I go.
There's also that concept of, because they're scalpers, people like me are buying a little bit more than we normally would. Like I normally like the smartest way to buy cards is always buying like a box set, you know, so you can always guarantee to get at least 1 major rare.
Yeah.
But I really don't do that. I usually tend to just buy like 3 or 4 packs a week, like just randomly, which isn't the best strategy, but it's kind of like, I don't feel bad about buying like 3 or 4 packs, but I'm not being financially irresponsible. But it's like, okay, they're really gonna like. But it's like, if I want to, I might not even see these again for months and months, you know?
Yeah,
even
no,
the pack, yeah, even the pack between the expensive one and the Team Rocket one, people are like, oh yeah, the scalpers got burned because people don't want this set as nearly as much. But even with the scalpers getting burned, I still haven't seen it around. I think it's called Journey Together. Yeah, Journey. I've barely ever seen any Journey Together, and it's not even a popular set.
Wait, who said that?
Just the Pokemon community on Reddit. They're like.
Oh, I thought somebody like in chat was sexy. Yeah, on that.
No, it's just the Journey Together set just isn't as popular because it doesn't have any like $1,000 cards in it. Like it has some nice cards, but it has no major hits. You know.
Yeah.
So the scalpers are like people are laughing online like, look at the scalper constantly lowering his price because people aren't willing to pay that big money because it's just not as popular a set. But even not being a popular set, I still haven't physically seen them in stores.
Yeah, no, I know all that stuff. I've actually got to watch myself. Like the thing, like I got Digimon World 2, like with the actual booklet and everything the other day. Well, like while I was at that store too, it was like they had like the first Shadow Hearts game and Wild Arms 5, which are like also on my collection list at the moment. Ended up running down there the next day. It's like, all right, let's grab one more of these. Wild Arms 5 already gone. Like, all right, I'm getting Shadow Hearts. Dropped 150 on that game.
You know what, I remember way back, during the 360 era, there was like the retro game store where I lived, and I kept looking at Shadow Hearts, and I never picked it up.
I have the majority of the series now. I just missing the. Whoa! Hold the fucking phone. What?
What?
Look at the bottom right of the screen. Oh, is that actually on the ground? I thought it was like a consumable, like that popped up, like a.
Or Caro made the joke about Crouching Tiger hitting grenade.
Okay. Oh, I thought because of the reference I was making with the Fist of the North Star guy before.
No.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm missing the. It's technically like a prequel PS1 game because they cut their teeth on like a different franchise, or cut their teeth like on like a prototype RPG game, and then Shadow Hearts was like the final evolution of it.
I have one of the. What's the other game you said? Something 5.
Wild Arms 5.
What system's that for?
A PS2.
I might have that.
Wild Arms 1 and 2 are PlayStation 1. Then 3, 4, FX, and 5 are for PS2.
I'm fairly certain I have a Wild Arms game on PS2.
All right, you might have 3 or 4 then. Those are fairly common. Or you might have FX too. Funny enough, FX is a remake of the first fucking Wild Arms game.
I'd have to look. It's on my shelf somewhere.
Yeah, it's part of the many things I would like to get through.
I've never played any of them.
I played a bit of 2 back when I was a kid. That's why it's like I remember liking them because it has the like kind of like how we're like a lot of RPGs are learned. Believe it or not, Kigu, this is the better version of this game.
Yeah, it still sucks. What's happening, Kigs?
Yeah, no, it's like I was saying though, it's just so much like there's so it's it has that RPG a bit where it's like, hey, it's turn-based RPG, but during attacks and defense, you have like gauges and combos you can hit to increase or lower damage.
So,
yeah, like Expedition 33.
Yeah.
It's like, why did people stop doing that? Like, these are awesome systems. Like, I loved Legend of Dragoon. I loved like the Paper Mario stuff. It's like Mario, like, Nintendo didn't have just rights on this, guys. Like, why did you stop doing this? This was a really cool concept.
Because they stopped making turn-based games.
I guess.
But yeah, the retro game market has become awful. I'm going to a retro game con at the end of the month, like I usually do in June, and the prices are so bad, so bad.
Well, physical media is dying, and it's like that's the only way to keep it anymore.
Yeah, I know, but it still feels absurd. I know Kiyu bought Gunstar Heroes because it's like his childhood game, so I followed his lead last year.
Yeah, you grab the chicken. Or probably wait till we're done fighting.
I bought a physical copy of Kirby's Dream Land on Game Boy on the original Game Boy in the box.
Oh damn!
So that was one of the first. I can't remember. I don't know if my first game was Mario Bros. 3 because it came with the Nintendo, or if I had a Game Boy first, and then it would have been Kirby. So either and technically would have been like Turtles 3 because I got it at the same time, and that was the first one I put in the NES. So either it was Turtles 3 or Kirby was my first game ever.
Mine were Donkey Kong Country and Populous on the Super Nintendo.
Oof. Well, I just know that like my aunt had a Nintendo when I was a little kid, and so did my uncle, like different sides of the family. So I saw them all the time. So eventually, and I played them when I was there. So eventually, they got me one, and like like looking back at it now, it's like the SNES must have already been out when I had it, like had been out for years. So
You
that
know,
meant the
yes, yeah,
Nintendo,
you got the regular Nintendo, I'm guessing too.
yeah. Well, no. So I'm guessing the way I'm guessing is because it must have been out so long that it was really cheap. So that's why they bought it for me when I was so young, because it had gotten so cheap at that point.
Yep.
But I didn't even know there was a Super Nintendo.
Yep.
And then when my Nintendo broke, my grandpa just bought me a Genesis.
Okay, yeah, and I'll see like the Super Nintendo like I kind of like started gaming on was my like stepdad's kind of bit. So when that whole thing kind of fell through and I started like living in my own place, the first console I actually owned was like the regular. So I downgraded from a Super to a regular. And I got oh my god, I got like cuz I had 3 games. I had this weird game where you like controlled a submarine. I don't know what the fuck it was called. I had the Mario Duck Hunt. Yeah.
Was it Jaws?
No. It was like a war game. I don't know what the hell it was. I could never figure it out. I had the Mario Duck Hunt combination pack. And then I had oh, what's the game the nerd like recently reviewed with the AI bit and all that?
The AI bit?
Like he did the whole thing like fuck fighting this. I'm just gonna have the AI do it. Like turned into like that big 2-parter anniversary episode.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what game. I remember so much about that video except the game he was playing.
It's like battles something or another. I don't remember. It's this guy whose pet frog jumps down a hole that gets lost or radiated.
Oh,
and he jumps in a tank.
Blaster Master.
Blaster Master. Yeah, so the first games I owned were Blaster Master, which 5-year-old me was not beating that fucking game.
Man, adult me wasn't beating that game. So have you played Blaster Master Zero?
No, I haven't played any since the first one when I was a child.
Okay, okay, so the general concept is they've like remade Blaster Master a couple different times, different companies, but the best version is Blaster Master Zero got remade by the same people who did the Mega Man X games, right?
Okay.
That team. So they made one with like a brand new anime opening and a bunch of stuff, and you can actually play as like the DLC. You can play as Gunvolt. He's a character you can play as it, and you break the game. And they made that, and it has like I haven't played part 2 or 3 yet, but they have Blaster Master 0, 1, 2, and 3. And like the physical copies of the, like are expensive.
Oh, don't tell me that. You're gonna make me kick myself for selling it as a kid.
No. The new games, the 0 ones came out during the Switch era, but they got limited physical releases.
Oh,
Blaster Master on NES probably isn't that expensive. It's a pretty common game. But yeah, basically the 0 games are basically just like the remakes that are like really faithful, but not like, but they have saving and aren't as glitchy.
Oh, so they're not the punishing hellscape that the originals were.
No, I tried playing the original one, cause like I reviewed 0, and I played through the original just to see what the comparison was, and it was still really good. It was still really faithful, but you know the game isn't the easy. Like the difficulty is a lot more forgiving in the remakes.
Yeah. Well, like as a kid, like I didn't know you could like charge up your power and all that stuff. So I would just like rush to like a boss zone and just try to fight them.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you would just get. I would just get fucking wrecked.
And the general concept was like the remakes. You know, they have saving, and even when you die, like you don't lose your progress. So
yeah.
And I don't know if I don't know if like the Zone 9 was extra or not, but they have an alternate ending where they have a good ending and a bad ending. And I got the bad ending. I was like, no, because you don't save the girl in the bad ending. I'm like, absolutely not. And I spent the extra couple hours to rescue her, which unlocked a whole new world and an extra boss that was really cool. I really need to play 0, 2, and 3.
Aren't those multiplayer?
Sort of. The player 2 can be like a targeting thing, like it just kind of be like a shooting thing. They're not really like a playable character, but they can like shoot enemies on the screen, kind of. Okay, DDT. hurt.
Motherfucker. Why does it ping when they punch a guy in the dick? Why?
Are you able to manually choose to do it though?
I don't know how I'm doing it. I just happen to punch people in the dick a lot for some reason.
Maybe that's their way of saying you're a bad cop. Also, the way your shirt is open makes it look like you're like one of those like hooker cops.
Oh, from. Well, actually, are you familiar with the series Mad Bull?
No. Never heard of that.
Oh my. Okay, it's most notable for the scene where the cop. Like, did you ever watch Anime Abandoned back in the day?
Anime what?
Anime Abandoned.
No.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
He was part of the. He was like the nostalgia critics, like anime guy.
Oh, with
Bennett the Sage.
Yeah, I knew. I never watched him, but I watched one episode of his. I do know who Bennett is. I've seen Bennett in person.
Yeah, for a while there, his.
Oh,
go ahead.
That con I'm going at the end of the month. Bennett's been there, Linkara's been there, and the critic's been there.
Yeah, but
it's sad. Nobody was going to so few people were going to the critics booth because it's like after his problem.
Yeah.
Oh, and Cinema Snob was with him too.
Yeah, Cinema Snob didn't feel like he stuck with them for whatever reason when that was going on with that, but
yeah, it's such a shame too because I remember like if the critic had been there before that and I saw him, I would have been in line to talk to. I've only cosplayed once, and it was as the critic back when he was at the peak.
Yeah.
And it had such a good cosplay. Do you remember when did you remember that anime episode where critic reviewed the Ghibli films?
Kind of. It's been a while.
Yeah, but you remember how different people came in and kind of beat him up for talking bad about Ghibli?
Yeah.
You remember Uncle Yo?
Uncle Yo.
He was one of the guys who showed up on there. Well, he was basically an anime comedian. So when I was at a con as cosplaying as the critic, Uncle Yo was there doing autographs and talking to people, and he saw me walk by and he literally yelled out to me, "Hey man, nice outfit."
Man, I got the same guy twice in the dick.
Yeah.
I don't know how I keep doing this.
I don't know how they keep standing after it.
Let's continue. Fuck.
I found that if I pushed all my hair up into the hat, I could make it look like I was bald like the critic.
Ah.
And I had the same goatee at the time. That's something they censored from the English version. There was no blood on the English version when you hit people.
Is there blood?
I DT'd again. Yeah, there's a little bit.
Oh yeah, there's just a tiny bit. We might have been missing that though, to be fair, because how small that is.
No, it's possible, but I was paying attention. It's so damn hard to hit them with the collision for this, and also what's with this pause between hitting it? Ow. I did not mean to pick that back up. This should do more damage.
Just like a sliver, but yeah. No, I was gonna say it's one of the anime he was most known for was reviewing a series called Mad Bull. It's the most infamous scene where the lead character just pulls down his pants and has tied a cluster of grenades to his pubes.
The fact that people even thought of that is concerning. I think I remember watching him do a top 10 mechs.
Oh yeah, his top 20 mech. That got taken down. I tried to find that years later, and it's like, oh yeah, this got taken down hard. Cause I think after the critic and stuff, Fallout things happened, the little bit of protection all those guys had, disappeared. and they got hit hard with like copyright.
Oh yeah, Linkara's gotten beaten up. Like Linkara joined like with an official thing for Power Rangers, and they still hit a lot of his videos.
Yeah, he's still missing like a lot of his stuff, like from the history, isn't he?
Yeah, I got hit for a Power Rangers. It was like, you're using footage from the first episode. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm using footage from the Sega CD game, which uses footage from the first Power Rangers. So even with all the crap in front of it, it was still like, nope, that's from Day of the Dumpster. I didn't even feel like fighting Bandai for it. I was like, the hell with this.
Oh, from the Sentai stuff. Yeah.
That's the only video that I think I have is this. It's completely demonetized.
Oh my god, these transitions. Like, they actually had a cool transition for a couple of these. What the fuck?
What do you mean?
Like the elevator and stuff like that. It's like we're like going from like thing to thing. Like we're just. Oh, here's the next area. Normally you see like a little walking transition, don't you? When you kind of like leaving the scene.
Man, you were at full health, weren't you, when you got hit?
I was at half, but yeah.
Kiga, this game sucks.
It really, really does. It's not short either. Holy fuck.
I mean, it feels like it's average beat 'em up length, honestly.
Hour and a half.
Could be a little bit more or less, yeah.
I mean, we're at about an hour now, and we still have the rest of this level, the boss, and the next level.
Yeah, but the next level is just a boss rush.
And was it? You only saw like what, 2 bosses, and you had to fight a lot in between them.
You didn't have to fight that much between them, but
Come on.
why this game sucks so bad.
Oh fuck.
You know, I could live with the combat if there was any kind of consistency with damage. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean how like certain attacks just fuck?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, yeah, this insta kills you.
I'm betting the strategy to win at this game is to just non-stop jump kick.
Oh, but I feel like that would take fucking forever because that does so little damage.
Oh, I know. That's why I wasn't trying to use that as the strategy.
Come on.
The fact that it takes that long for the item to spawn.
Oh, double
I
bot.
wish I could like charge up attacks, you know? Oh no, so you got a bot and I got a bot.
Yeah, my bot got auto deleted though.
Really? It doesn't look like it. Best viewers on Boost King Online.
Oh, they're both Boost King too.
I wish we could find a way to DOS. I want to DOS attack or DDoS their site.
Yeah.
So I just ran slit kick, hit both of them, and it only counted for one.
Oh shit, that was my super. Fuck.
Oh, they don't barely does anything anyway. I feel like the glitchiness of this ROM is like has to be from the core.
Well, you see, that might just be how bad the game is, man. Honestly, because it's like we've done this on Switch, which was kind of glitchy. We've done this on this.
Well, the Switch didn't have the background issues.
Yeah.
And
Oh
the
my
Switch
God.
was using ROM as well. Yeah, yeah. I wish this game had like team attacks or something. Karn.
The Betrayer.
It's like game. If they're gonna make it have two players, let's like if I let me get him off of him. That like spinning kick did like 1/10 of my health. Like the damage in this game makes no sense.
All right, we got him to green.
Let me go. And that insta killed me.
Pink. He's in the pink bar.
Rage mode doesn't feel like it actually does like extra damage though, you know?
I'm dead. Oh, he's now orange.
Get off me. There's a weird sound effect for kicking me in the face.
Oh, agreed. I think he's only got 2 bars left. Yeah, final bar. I'm dead. And now I'm gonna have 0 health. Yay.
Nice.
Joel Cole's lab? Okay.
I guess that extra life must have helped a little bit, considering, like, you know, this is the first time we've both made it here.
Yeah. Oh no, they're throwing waves of Bob at us. Come on. Ow.
You started with full health.
Thanks. Okay.
I mean, it's pretty unusual in a game when you don't get to start with like a fresh health between levels.
Yeah, that's at least that.
I mean, I've seen that before, and it's always been dumb. Get over here.
Go down, you pieces of Bob. So what does this game have? 5 variants of enemies?
I don't know. Let's see. You got Arnold, you got Bob, You've got the normal gangster. You've got the fat guy.
And then you got
the ninja. Two different karate guys.
you got the ninja and the karate guy. I think that's it.
I mean, that's an alright variety, I guess, for an older game like this, but they don't really play much differently. So, like with the Ninja Turtles beat 'em ups, like Turtles in Time, 90% of the enemies are just foot soldiers, but they're all different colored foot soldiers, and like each color does its own different moveset. Like the blue ones do a jumping sword attack, the orange ones throw projectiles.
Yeah.
Like that. So like you have to like the purple ones are just normal punchy guys. Then they have like occasionally they have a little bit different with like rock soldiers and some Mausers in the mix. And those stupid like one wheelie guys. I didn't even realize I dropped the sword. Yeah, slow down. Yeah, go away.
Okay, we got the first boss.
And we don't have to fight
The second
the
one.
guy with the car, unless
Yeah.
so we just go like knock out some guys and go to the roller skeety guy, or I don't remember.
No, we have like the not Vega.
Not Vega. It would be funny if that was his actual name on there, not Vega.
I think it was something close to Vega, wasn't it?
No, I don't remember. I got kicked to death. Yeah, the killing must somehow... Like, it takes so long to kill these guys that even in anger mode, like, it's hard to get enough to refresh your health, you know?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
No, not build. What was that?
I paused the game by accident to see if it would try to let me come back. It did
No.
not.
Kigu's first thought is, can I steal my teammates' lives? I love that I got hit twice and I instantly died. Yeah, see, maybe, I guess taking out an enemy, like, increases how much health you get back.
Oh, at least I should.
Ow. Any other beat 'em up, I would like beeline for that wrench. Actually, I think I remember the there's like one beat 'em up. There's one weapon you can use in the Sailor Moon beat 'em ups, and it like was so random and rare. Sailor Moon beat 'em ups aren't that good either, but they're a lot better than this.
Yeah, no, I can imagine it's not much harder to be better than this.
That's fair. Kigu loves this game though. He keeps begging me to play it with him. But he doesn't want people to know.
Hey, you got the new one comes out in like a month.
Just more stunned that they released this in general. This game had enough popularity to get sequels.
Yeah. See, like the two after this don't actually look bad. It's just, fuck, does this game suck? Oh,
Look at that. How did that even hit me? I wasn't on that plane.
yeah. Oh, you got the wrench now.
I didn't mean to do that. And that one hits me after the animation, no less. Be glitched at full health. Or be glitched at 0 health.
Come on.
Or I
No.
just get kicked and died.
Oh.
Lame over.
Oh, wait. We both get this now? Oh, hey, we do.
Skill issue. Not a skill issue. I like that. Boo.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna hack this game and make it 3 players and force Q to play.
Hey, I think from 2 onward, they are 3-player.
I can do this whole game on your first try. Oh well, we're gonna have to see you do that, Q.
All right, let's make sure the options are still set to 5.
Yep.
And one more try.
All right, Q, you already did it too. I don't remember that. I don't remember that stream. Could you show us again? We need you, Q Sensei. Please teach us how. Show us your ways.
Oh. Let us do it one more time.
Like I said, I'm not really tired because like these are like the games I grew up on. Beat 'em ups are what I grew up on, so it's like it's not really like it's not exhausting me the way it's exhausting you.
Yeah, this is
Like,
I was hoping
I can tell from the way you're talking. Like I can tell it's like burning you.
like I don't mind it for like fun and relaxing a little bit if like we're joking around in it, but there is no fucking like I enjoyed the Power Rangers ones we did, and that was not great.
Rita's Revenge.
Yeah.
Or Rita, not. I keep calling it Rita's Revenge, but it's Rita's Rewind.
And I played like
Apparently-
I played the 1.0 version of that one. So
Yeah, apparently the newest version adds a thing where you can like give different like skill points to the characters so you can make them hit harder or move faster.
oh my god, like yeah, that game sounds amazing now.
No, that's kind of a cheap add-on, but like it just like it's one of those things where like, oh yeah, you can make your characters play differently, like if you want. It's like that should have been like something from the default. Like it should have been like you know like maybe the Pink Ranger jumps higher or the Yellow Ranger's faster or the Blue Ranger like is stronger type of thing, you know.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
So there would have been the only value I found like between switching the characters is that the Pink Ranger, like her Zord can fly.
Let's just lay on that.
I know. It's not my fault you couldn't see. I'm just so good at the game. Billy Mitchell. Don't be like Billy Mitchell. Prove it.
It's like, fool, you're already dead. I need to learn what the Japanese side of that was. Hey, Bruce.
It's bruised.
I'm making
Wicked,
Pix
brother.
suffer through this.
It's not really bothering me. You're gonna trying to make me suffer via retro games isn't really gonna work.
Is that a challenge?
No. 'Cause you're gonna pick some absolute trash.
You do better than to pick me out on garbage.
Yeah, but also, what do you consider retro? When I say retro, I'm talking like SNES era.
Well,
Don't
technically,
sound-
360 is retro now.
No, I don't consider 360 retro.
It's over 20 years old, Pix.
I don't give a damn. Retro is a feel, not a time period. The PS3 360 era has its own vibe, and it doesn't feel retro, but it feels old, but it doesn't feel retro.
Unreal Engine 3, baby.
Meh. How do you feel about that, Bruised? You're a youngin. What do you consider? Where do you draw the line with retro? For me, retro feels like the PS1 and back. PS2, 360 era have their own kind of vibe. I wouldn't call it new by any stretch of the imagination. And I
No,
wouldn't even
see,
call it young,
this
but
is
it's
the
like,
classic generation. The 360 and PS2 is the retro generation.
really, because you were using retro for the NES era and stuff.
I know, you gotta adjust it, like how we have, what was it, classical music, but we have the oldies.
Is that how that works? Maybe the N60 era or older for me. Also, but also like I'm old now. Yeah, you are pretty old, Bruce.
We were talking like me and Pix, like our first consoles were the NES that we owned.
I still the argument there though is that SNES was already out before I was born, so I don't really like getting the NES. Like all my friends had the NES first because it was cheaper, you know.
Yeah.
My parents weren't going to spend like more money to get us a Super Nintendo for something we didn't even know.
Oh, see, I remember the days of what was it, the Xbox One. It's like always online, game verification required. I didn't have internet at that point in time. I remember like that was like the biggest thing of like, hey, Xbox, like a third of your fucking consumer base doesn't have internet.
Yeah, and they said it's okay. The 360 is still great. It has great games. Just buy one of those.
Well, it was for the
Like
Xbox
Phil
One's
Spencer or
push.
Yeah. In fact, I would argue it's important to have it is retro because it was the first console to use modern 3D.
Well, okay, what do you
Bring it
consider
back.
modern 3D? Because like I said, it's the 360 and PS3 era's like biggest engine was Unreal 3. Like we had like the PS2 had some they were still chunky graphics, don't get me wrong on some of those, but you look at like Final Fantasy X, Rogue Galaxy, Xenosaga.
Well,
I'm
Bruce
listing
says,
mostly Square games at this point, I'm realizing.
Bruce says he thinks retro changes from generation to generation. I feel like, I mean, I get that, like, as things get older, they become retro, but I just feel like we needed a different term. Like, for, like, the retro was for, I also feel like the Atari era, that era, that doesn't feel like retro. That feels older than retro, you know?
Yeah, it's like you go to that pre-NES era, and it's like, fuck, this shit is old.
Yeah, it's like, so, it really feels like that should have its own era terms. Ghost System, I owned it at 2600. I've never owned that one, though I do own some of the games because I was at a Goodwill and there's a bag of games there, and I bought them like around the same time Ready Player One was on there. Yes, we have the eras of dirt, retro, 2000s, modern gen. Calling it the 2000. If we could get a name for like the 2000 era gaming, that's what we need. We need a name for that, a catchy name for that.
Yeah, that's still my I think the 2000s era is still roughly my favorite too.
I can't decide. Then the Pong is the forgotten era.
Well, it's one of those like a lot of my favorite RPG, like don't get me wrong, like 7, 8, and 9 for Final Fantasy in that era of video gaming set up so much good shit. It was so much good storytelling, but like so many of the RPGs I love to go back to are in that PS2 360 era. Like
the Pong era, like Atari and them, I would call that the Foundation era, you know?
yeah. I
don't know. It's one of those concepts I was thinking about the other day. I think it's one of the weaknesses of this generation is like every generation has its own vibe, and I can't like the PS5 era didn't feel like it got its own vibe. It feels like it's a part of the PS4 era.
You mean we're still fairly are we early into the PS5 still technically?
No, it's been out since before the pandemic.
Oh, don't tell me. Fuck yeah.
Nobody could get one. That's why it doesn't feel like it. Founders, retro, growing pains, modern. I I wouldn't call the PS2 era modern or growing pains. I would call the N64 PS1 era growing pains.
Oh yeah. Now, to be fair, like the early PS fucking 2 shit was
Oh yeah.
like
That's one of the problems I had with-
Onimushu, like
that was one of the problems I had with my game design school is when I went to school. It was in the middle of the transition between PS2 and 360, and how they changed. Like, so most of the stuff when I graduated had become irrelevant. Like by the time I was done, like it completely changed how models were built. PS5 has been out for a hot minute. Yep.
yeah, just God, I can't even think of like any big games of this generation either so far. Like other than like a handful of Nintendo scraps.
You mean for like PS5?
Yeah. What's the signature
it's
game
like-
of the PS5 in the current Xbox?
I mean, so PS5 would probably be Final Fantasy VII and Rebirth and
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you the 7.
If it had gotten better reception, I would have said 16 as well.
I still need to play 16. Although I feel like
think
if I
one of the
want to
problems-
stream it or do anything like that, I'm gonna need a better graphics card.
I think it's one of those things where
Wait, did 16 on PC yet?
yeah, it's been on PC since 7 Rebirth came on PC. Like
Alright.
they came out before that.
I couldn't quite
I think
remember.
I think the reason it doesn't feel like it anymore, and like Nintendo stands out so much, is because Nintendo has exclusives where we can just look at PS5 and go, I can just get it on PC.
Yeah,
The 6 is trying to be Devil May Cry, and X3 is Devil May Cry trying to be Final Fantasy. I mean, to be fair, FF16 was made by the Devil May Cry team, so
actually, fun fact I learned about Expedition 33 like just the other day. Apparently, the lead designer on that one is like one of the world record holders for like the original Devil May Cry scoring.
nice.
So if you ever wonder why the combos feel like they need to be so tight and everything, it's like this is a guy who mastered Devil May Cry.
Damn. Yeah, I can't think of a single one for like I only bought the Xbox Series 1X because like originally I was like I want to buy it because I wanted to play the new Halo, but then it came out on PC, and so it's like, why do I even need this? It's like, oh well, it has that like thing where I can play the old games on there, and they're sped up. I'm like, all right, I could do that. It's like if I have it on PC, why do I need it on Xbox? You know?
Yeah, that's
And I understand I understand for people who don't have a powerful PC or don't understand, so I get it. But it's like, you know, all the games are on Game Pass on PC now, so like, why would you limit yourself with an Xbox when the same price could get you a decent PC?
Oh, have you seen that Microsoft is making a handheld? I don't want to say console, but like a Steam Deck equivalent.
It's not surprising.
So it'll
It's
only
probably
run
more-
Steam and Game Pass, though.
I mean, compared to what?
The Steam Deck just running Steam.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure you could get Game Pass. Pretty sure you can mod it to play Game Pass games.
Well, yeah,
I
you
will carry
could
you
mod
right-
a Switch to get Game Pass on it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, but you got to remember, it's like these consoles are made for the person who does not have the drive to get a PC because they don't like how complicated they are. These are for
No, I
the
get it.
layman.
It's also nice to be able to just pop a game in and know it works without having to worry about all the extra crap.
Oh, you won't hear that argument from me. I'm so much shit. I'm kind of. Well, yeah, we tried to like RetroArch today. Like getting this on that was like we're not getting the online going on that one.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it is genuinely nice to not have to fight through that kind of crap, you know?
Yeah.
So, and also knowing that everyone you're playing with is in the same boat. So, I mean, there's definitely some things that are nice about like everything has its own thing, but I think one of those concepts where it's like everyone talks about like exclusives, And like it's nice, like, oh, it being nothing being exclusive means everybody can play it, but not being exclusive also makes it kind of like makes a generation kind of just not stand out.
Yep, it might also
Like
be the fact because is this the first console generation where you were mainly a PC guy?
No, I would say the last one as well, but okay, so here's a general concept. I still buy a lot of Switch games. There's a lot of Switch games on my shelf, and I keep and every time I go into whenever
other than Switch, what PS4 and Xbox One games do you have?
I'd have to look, but I have about like okay, so I have one Xbox One game. Because like they don't even put them on the discs. They like when I got Halo because I just wanted to own a physical copy of it, and then they're like, oh, it's not even on the disc, it's the download. So it's like, well, if they're just downloads, why am I gonna waste money in shelf space? So I haven't been buying Series X games. I have been buying PS5 games. See, on PS5 I have the collector's editions for Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth, and 16. I have not the newest one, but the previous Sword Art Online game. I have Sonic and Shadow Generations. I know I have something else that I can't think of what it is. Oh, maybe the Castlevanias. Why get a Switch 2 for the same reason?
The exclusives
Wait, same reason.
Are pretty much going to be what I'm waiting for. Although there are a handful of games I like. I almost want to play through Scarlet with you or something like that because I picked that up.
I don't even know what that is.
Pokemon?
Oh, Pokemon Scarlet. Yeah. Grab that. I have more lives.
Yep.
I want to play through Scarlet on Switch 2 because they fixed it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It's like I have that. I heard Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom play so much better too.
Yeah, I was waiting to play Breath of the Wild on there as well.
Yep.
The only chips that don't have games are the game cards, not the actual games. And the ones that like Nintendo's exclusives aren't on aren't on keys. It's third parties that seem to put all their games on keys, which is why I would not waste my money on Bravely Default, because it's like, why do I want the game key?
Oh, that's not gonna have a cartridge, like a legit cartridge?
Yeah, it's a game key. The only ones that aren't keys are Nintendo, like the ones that Nintendo have made, and that one game that Kiku really likes.
Nier Automata?
No. That one that melts games on PC if you don't have a powerful enough card.
New World?
Kiku, what's that game you told me to never play on weaker hardware? And we watched an anime related to it.
Oh, Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, yeah. Cyberpunk put all theirs on the card. I hope you have a UPS or you can never experience a blackout. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one either. Oh, a battery backup. Yeah.
Is the Switch 2 bad on battery?
Oh yeah, no, I heard it has only about an hour battery life.
I mean, ultimately, I don't care about that because I've never once played my Switch undocked since I record everything.
I played it a little bit at work.
Due to the Switch bricking. Oh, you're talking about the power issue thing.
Oh, is there a bricking problem? The Switch 2?
So Nintendo added all this crap about how they can brick your console if you try to mod it, and one of the things on there is like if you lose like power, it could change like the voltage, and they consider that modding, even though it's already been hacked.
Yeah, it was something they're gonna try to do remotely.
Apparently, yeah, but apparently the Switch 2 has already been hacked. Which is hilarious. A severe bricking problem. Has there been any reports of it actually being bricked yet by people?
I've heard that the drift might still be a problem, and I know like out of the self repair site, I like to check the reviews machines. Like they said, oh yeah, the Switch 2 is terrible. Like everything's
Oh yeah.
glued in.
Oh, I was at GameStop today picking up my PSA cards, and I heard the salesperson there, and this sales guy like talks so much trash, so I like talking to him. I actually probably just need to become friends with him and get him to play games with us. But he was talking so much trash, and he was like, "Oh yeah, the Switch 2 is one of the worst releases ever." It's like not completely like kind of funny.
I don't. No, the PS3's and the fucking Wii's release was fucking awful. Those were bad. You don't remember how hard it was to get those?
I got 2 of them on launch. I like didn't think I'd be able to get a Wii at launch, so I had my grandma go and wait in line as well. In the state I lived in, and I was in a different state. She managed to get one, and I managed to get mine as well. We actually went there like 3 hours early, and we were able to like we were like sitting in the car, and we're like, nobody's here. You want to go get breakfast? So we went and got breakfast, and then we came back. We were just waiting in the car, and it was like 10 degrees out. And then we saw someone pull up, and we jumped out of the car and ran to the thing. So I was first person in line. So I got my Wii the first day without any problems. But the Wii like worked just fine out the box.
Yeah, although, have you heard about the problems with the GameStop people stapling receipts to the box and it piercing the screen?
Yeah, but they were talking about that today too. Actually, they were like the GameStop guys were mocking that. 'Cause they're like, that's not really a Switch problem. That's a stupid idiot problem.
Yeah, well, the fact that like nothing protects the screen other than a quarter inch of hard fucking cardboard, kind of a design problem.
I mean, I guess, but apparently he was using a staple gun, so
Why?
because they were stupid. About a Wii when it came out, yeah. Walked in GameStop.
Oh, hey, we beat level 2 and we haven't used it continue yet.
Damn it, I knew that, but I was actively not saying it just to not jinx it. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I really want to switch to, like I said, or switch to, like I said, Niche got 2 of them, so he could easily sell me one. And I never use it undocked, so I don't really care about that.
Yep. Well, it's like I kind of want one because, like I said, I want to play Xenoblade X on the Switch too because, oh god, the Wii U version of that game could not, like, that thing pushed the Wii U to its absolute limit. And the Switch looked like it did better, but it's like, okay, there's got to be some crazy improvements for the Switch too on that game.
We didn't do anything to that, but you can sell it to us for $2.50 at the most. Dude, I was telling Agent, did you hear the story about what I found at the GameStop the other day?
Maybe, yeah. Or refresh my memory.
The Game Boy stuff?
No, I don't think I heard about this.
Okay, so I was at the GameStop, and like I was talking to that guy again, and we're sitting there, and an old guy comes like, "Hey, do you guys take old Game Boy games?"
Oh yeah, no,
like,
you were telling me about this.
Yeah, we got the whole thing. So it's the same guy that was talking trash today too. So that was funny. But yeah, it's funny because the manager was also there yesterday because he was the one who has to work with the cards. And so but I had to sit there and wait for him to finish upselling another guy. And they were upselling, and he was talking about the games that are on Switch too. And my brain was thinking to myself, like, the one guy, and this is like an older guy, like kind of a boomer, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll pre-order this game and this game and this game." And I'm like myself, like, unless you really want to play them portably and don't have a Steam Deck, why are you wasting, like, all the games you just listed? None of them are new games. They're all old games. Like, the only new one that's worth buying on the Switch 2 is Mario Kart. Like, the other games aren't bad by any stretch of the imagination. Obviously, I loved Bravely Default, but that's like, and like, I mean, obviously, like, oh, okay, we can't get it on the DS and stuff like that anymore. But the general concept is none of these games are new.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like none of them. The only exclusive I think right now is Mario Kart. Donkey Kong comes out next month. Pokemon comes out in Pokemon AZ comes out in October. Kirby's Air Ride comes out sometime this year.
I guess think. Because even on top of that, like, the best thing is like the GameCube fucking
emulator. I mean, they had a lot of games at launch, but none of them are new, like the general concept is when the N64 came out or the PS2 came out, it's like, oh, these are games I can only play by buying this console.
Yep.
And it made you want to buy the console. Like if I wanted to, I mean, technically with the Wii versus GameCube, like, you know, you could buy Twilight Princess on the GameCube, but it's like you couldn't do it with motion controls, and everyone was hyped for that, you know.
I wasn't.
So I thought it was going to be amazing.
No, Wii Sports is the only reason I even mildly ended up enjoying that.
I like the Wii a lot.
Oh, fuck you.
Regardless, at the end of the day, it's like I don't really care. Like I only right at this moment, like, yes, I'd like to play the new Mario Kart, but realistically, the only game, like, the only reason I really want to switch to right now, and like I'm willing to wait, is just because I want to play like the updated version of Breath of the Wild, or not Breath of the Wild, of Tears of the Kingdom, the updated version of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, no, it's seeing those working at full power is like the biggest reason I'm in there with you too.
Also, Kirby the Forgotten Lands has a DLC pack for it, with like a whole new like story mode thing on there, and I want to play some Kirby because I liked Forgotten Lands a lot, and I 100%ed it. So it's like, oh, now it's not 100% anymore because of DLC. So it's like I want to play it.
Get the trophy picks.
It doesn't have trophies. It's a Switch game. But it's like, it's funny because like when they were saying, like when you go to the store, right? Whenever I go to like a Target or Walmart, I always find myself looking at the Switch aisle, and I like barely look at the PlayStation, like, and like the freaking Xbox aisle at Target literally has some Switch games sitting in the cases because they have so few games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Xbox is basically just Game Pass at this point. It's not even Xbox anymore. So I just don't care.
Hey, it's the elevator fucking.
And then the other thing is like PS5 doesn't have any exclusives either. Like the one of the exclusives I was looking at for PS5 was like, oh cool, I could get Metaphor, I guess. That looks fun. But it's also on Game Pass for free now, so it's like, oh. You know?
Yeah, that's kind of like I saw that out there and it was just like, oh, don't do that. Like I'm gonna play Expedition 33, I'm gonna play Deltarune before I play Metaphor right now.
Yeah, I want to play Expedition 33 at some point, but it's also one of those ones where it's like, it looks like the type of game where it's like, man, if it's really as good as everyone's putting out there, I kind of want a physical copy, you know? Half the Switch games I own, I also own on Steam just because I wanted physical copies, and I know that the Switch version is a physical copy.
Yep.
You don't know if they sell a physical copy? They might at some point. I had something the other day and I was looking at it and they didn't have a physical copy, but then they did.
See, that's the other thing I'm kind of irritated with too. Is like the new Digimon game coming out. It's like I want like the all like the pre-order stuff. It's like I kind of want to get the collector's edition. I don't own a PS5 or new Xbox, and there's like not a PC version you can order, is there? I don't think.
I don't know. I haven't looked. One Step for Eden. I own a physical copy of One Step from Eden, Kigu.
But it's like also, who wants to order a physical copy of a PC game?
Of a PC. What do you mean of a PC game?
Like, is there a PC exclusive you wish to own a physical copy of?
That's exclusive to PC? Because like, so Limited Run releases a lot of physical copies of games that started on PC. Like I just got my physical copy of Freedom Planet 2 yesterday, or like this week.
Okay.
And it's like, so I actually had this before Limited Run was a thing. There was another company called Physical Forever. It was $60 a year, and they would send you a basically old big PC box style game of games. It would come with like the game on a USB, and it would also give you a code. So if you didn't want to actually open the box, you could just not open the box.
Yeah.
and it had a bunch of collectible stuff. And I think they got bought out by Limited Run because I had the Freedom Planet game, and it came with like a soundtrack, little like ball and stuff like that. And I saw that those same exact collector's items came in the Freedom Planet Collector's Edition on Limited Run, and same with a few of the other games I got on there.
Yeah, but classic
I mean, but
PC doesn't really count to you because you used to get it on the disc. It's like if somebody whipped out like the Ultima like floppies, I would be fucking like, what the fuck? But like if you pulled out like Monster Hunter Wilds on PC as like a box, I would kind of be just like, why?
Oh, I have StarCraft. I have the StarCraft 2 games, and I have I have the PC box of Half-Life 2. So I bought it originally so I can use the Hammer engine when I was in school.
Oh shit!
And I never did. But I have that, and I have like StarCraft 2 in the box. I know I was frustrated because like at the time I was like super anal about my box copies of stuff, and my roommate had given me the copy of StarCraft 2 for Christmas, but he also he drew the Batman logo on like the gift tag, but he did it on top of the thing, so he basically dented in the Batman logo into the box.
Oh, is he dead?
I think he might be. Yep. Yeah, there's something like I know some people like collecting big box PC games, but I think it's also because like PCs, it's harder to emulate the old ones on the shooting stuff. Where it's like at the very least, if you have an NES and you put an NES game in there, it works.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been too interested in collecting big box things. It was only because like that limited, like that one I had like Forever Physical. It was like $60 a year, and you basically got 12 games, and there were some good games, and they were like kind of collector's editions. And I got it I asked for a present. I remember like I asked my dad for it for Christmas one year, and he did it. And then the games started coming every month, and he didn't understand that it was a subscription thing for a game a month. So he kept saying like these games keep showing up, and I finally I explained it to him. And he's like, oh. Like that's a really good deal. I'm like, yeah, it is. And like I said, I have a bunch of them still in the shrink wrap because you could just put the keys in. I have Hollow Knight box copy that way.
Oh damn. Hey, with Silksong coming out soon too.
Yeah, sure it is. I haven't actually played that game.
I tried Hollow Knight for a bit. This is also what I was like more apprehensive about Metroidvanias, which I think I've warmed up to a lot. But
I found that I love Metroidvanias. I'm so here for them. That's like I know it's supposed to be one of the best ones, so I definitely want to play it.
It's just like I agree with the people though. It's the fucking like I thought like after I got with that. I think the reason I kind of like was still apprehensive about them after playing that one. That game is fucking hard.
Is it?
Yeah. Hollow Knight is fucking hard.
You know, I played this one that was like that had like where you played as a furry in a green hat.
Is it the inflation one?
No. You had like this cool spinning sword.
How the fuck did I die? What?
Dust, an Elysian Tale.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard really good things about that one too.
That one's fun. I like that game. That's a really good game.
Although I don't think that's a Metroidvania, is it?
It 100% is a Metroidvania. I have the little plushie that comes. Because I got the clutches of it, so I have the little plushie. That was such a good game. I need to replay that game.
Have you tried Bloodstained Ritual of the Night?
Yep, I've beaten that.
All right, you excited for the sequel?
I actually streamed that. Yeah, I was sitting there with I was sitting in Prez's stream when they showed that, and I was like, oh, we're all looking. I'm looking at the graphics, like that looks like Bloodstained. I actually need to play the other spin-off ones. Damn, what are they called? They aren't Bloodstained.
Are you talking about like just Castlevania games, are ya?
No, there's that like I mean it's obviously made by the same person, but they made like an 8-bit version that stars the characters who are also in Bloodstained. Like it's a
Oh
they're
yeah,
prequels.
that thing. Yeah, I've heard about
Um,
that.
like Half Moon, Blood Moon, something Moon. Cannot remember what it's called. Curse of the Moon.
One of the interesting things I've heard though is that Bloodstained 2 is going to have a multiplayer.
So they've re-released Bloodstained 2 with a multiplayer mode.
You
or a
mean
co-op
Bloodstained
mode,
1?
but like, yeah. They re-released. It's on Game Pass now with a co-op mode, but it's not the full game from what I understand. Because
Yeah.
Mooney was playing it, and she was getting mad. But she also, I can't remember what her boyfriend's name is off the top of my head right now. But she was getting mad at him, and he was trying to explain, just do this, and she just wasn't doing it. But then again, that's like all games they're playing together. He's just like, look, I'm explaining how to do it, and she's like, I'm trying, and I'm watching it and thinking to myself, you aren't doing what he's telling you to do.
Oh, he threw me.
I
All
won't
right.
say that. Keon, that's his name. Yeah, Keon's like guiding her. Keon's guiding her, and she's not listening, and she's saying she's doing it. I'm just watching myself like, man, Keon's trying so hard to help her, and she's resisting as hard as humanly possible. I feel bad for him sometimes. But yeah, they added a co-op mode, which I guess is like a mini story mode. I don't know.
Yep. Well,
I
I've
didn't really
heard
look
that the
into it.
original Bloodstained was supposed to have co-op, but they were a little too ambitious with the game overall, and they had to cut that.
The co-op update came out just last year.
Yeah. Well, from right here, like I said, it was them trying to test out how to do it in 2, or how to better do it. Because like, there's the Castlevania that's like what 4-player co-op.
6-player co-op.
Ugh.
That game is so fun, and it's not really it's not a real Metroidvania. It is actually more of a Castlevania style game. But the it has like, so it has 6 levels unless you buy the DLC where it has like 15 levels. I've beaten all of them, and it basically drops you each into a different corner. It depends on the level actually, and you can it's basically like a little mini Metroidvania map that you can run around in, but usually you can see where the boss is, and the idea is that you're reaching the boss. And it's more linear than a normal Metroidvania. You don't really have to backtrack much.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun. It's such a good game.
Although
I wish that came out on Steam.
I think it is.
I don't think so.
Really?
Harmony of Despair?
Maybe.
What you're talking about is Harmony of Despair. I know they like made sure to port it to from Xbox 360 to PS4 and Xbox One.
Yep. Although that also reminded me, I can't remember. I don't know what the fuck they're working on, but I just remember we're familiar with the Lords of Shadow Castlevania games.
I know of them, but I haven't played them.
Okay, that development team apparently is working on a new franchise now.
The general concept is that I haven't actually played that many Castlevania games, to be honest. Let's see, I've beaten the original Castlevania. I've beaten Symphony of the Night. I've beaten Rondo of Blood, Harmony of Despair. That's it. So I've gotten the physical copies. I actually just received the Ecclesia ones, which are the DS games.
You'll probably like those then.
Oh, I know. I'm pretty sure I will. And I have the collection where it's like all the old games. So I still need to play. I haven't had it in me to try number 2 yet, and number 3. I want to try Super Castlevania, and then I really want to play the
problem with those is you kind of need a guide to play those.
Yeah, I think
like once you have a guide, they're fine. But they were built from the ground up to. No, you need to go buy this guide to figure out this, or check your Nintendo Power.
Yeah, well, I've seen the nerd complain about it enough to know what those 2 spots are, so... Regardless, I really liked the other ones. Castlevania and Mega Man are like the franchises that like I missed out on as a kid that I definitely really like. So I want to play.
Oh, trust me, I saw the Zero collection on like Steam for like $5, and I was tempted to get you that.
Yeah.
My favorite's like he might already have it.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't have the Zero collection?
Nope. Because I haven't gone through the normal Mega Man collection yet.
Oh. Well, like the first 11 Mega Man games, like Mega Man proper, are fairly straightforward. It's
I know, I like that. Like I said, I've only beaten 1 and 2 though of the originals.
the only one I would say you would have problems with would be Mega Man and Bass or Bass, however you want to call that, because
Yeah.
that has the worst boss area in the Mega Man franchise. Like, out of the top 5 worst bosses in the entire franchise, 3 of them come from that game.
Damn.
And the other 2 are just highly debated.
You love to see it.
Well, it's like this, like top, like out of a franchise that is known for its bosses, that every game features 10 plus bosses per, like 10 unique bosses generally per. All right, I'm only going to use one more continue. This game has 3 of the worst out of a franchise that has. Oh, let's see here. The originals, there's 11. So that's let's just go with 10. Let's just say there's 10 per game. So there's 33 right there. There are 8 Mega Man X games. So that's another oh, let's see, it's 110 plus, then that's plus 80. So there's that's 190 bosses. Then you have the Zero series, which is 4. So that's another. We're at 140 or 240. No, 230. My bad. And then you have the 2 ZX games. So you have 260 games, and 3 of them come from 3 of the worst ones come from the same fucking game. And the game itself isn't considered to be bad, with the exception of those bosses.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
I'm just saying, like, that's how bad those are, like, in comparison. That, and it's weird because Mega Man Base is a handheld exclusive, I believe.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that one.
But it contains so much of plot relevance for, like, the lore, the story of the Mega Man franchise that it's like, yeah, it's not a spinoff. It can't be, because everything that happens, like, the next 2 games is because of this, the fallout from that game. Oh, fuck you.
This one just hurting us so much because he's like, his hitbox is so hard to land. Stop it. And he's like not taking damage.
Ugh. Well, the one thing I will say about the Mega Man series, it doesn't have a good story, but it has good lore. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah, I heard. Let's say, I think it was like saying. I was watching Kesa explaining all the lore once.
I mean, like, unless you want to go into the deep part, it's not too bad until you get to the X series and Zero, and then it gets really not convoluted, but like there's a lot going on.
Like there's a death battle between all 5 versions of Mega Man.
Yeah,
and they kind of broke down some of the lore for all of them.
What the fuck was that?
He just broke out of both our punches and kicked us with like the lamest animation kick.
Like he held his nose for a second.
Yeah, I noticed that. He's been doing that. I think it's like it's supposed to be like, I'm the captain, I might dive underwater.
I don't know. Oh, that wasn't right. I hate that. I don't know what the fuck it is about Southern Mountain, but I fucking hate that area out of all these. Like, that's the one I hate the most. Well, it's also the thing too. That's out of the Mega Man franchise, the Mega Man Zero games are like one of the most satisfying story conclusions to a character just in video games.
Well, until Halo 4, Halo had the best, like, had one of the most satisfying conclusions for a character.
Yeah. Well, the other problem the Zero series have is that big satisfying conclusion happens in Mega Man Zero 3. There's a Mega Man Zero 4 is the problem.
That's what happened with Halo too. Because like they had a great ending for Halo 3, and then like everyone's like, oh, Halo ODST, oh, that wasn't that, it was a different character. Halo Reach, oh, those are different characters. It was a prequel. Like, okay,
yeah.
Halo 4 brought back the Chief. Like, I remember I was watching like the launch night of Halo. They like G4 had like a thing for the Halo 3 launch, and they were like interviewing people on the streets, and like people were saying, what are you doing first, the story or multiplayer? And people were like, I'm going for the story, I'm going for the multiplayer. And then they were also supposed to be like, so what do you want like people like they had a vote, do you want the Chief to die at the end, or do you want him to survive? And it was pretty mixed, and they gave like, I think what they ended up doing was just the best.
Oh, like he should have, if he was going to come back, he should have stayed gone longer.
I mean, he was gone for like 8 years.
Was that the time between 3 and 4?
Yeah, because it had to be enough time for Cortana to become corrupted. And like this is from the books mostly.
Oh no, I meant like in real life. Like, what was how long did it take between development between 3 and 4?
Oh, I don't know what the development was, because there was like 2 games between that time as well, and they switched studios.
Yeah, it's like if it was like 8 years between Halo 3 and 4, it was like, yeah, no, okay, I could see that. A full decade. That's long enough for a big character to make a comeback. No questions on that. I'll give it that.
It's hard to say. I mean, like, definitely, Reach had come out, so, and it was on the next. Wait, no, it wasn't on the next generation. Halo 4 came out at the tail end of the 360 era.
Yeah.
They had also remade 1. They're actually remaking 1 again, so it'll be the 3rd time 1's gotten remade. But they're also making remaking 2 and 3. And one of the problems was like Halo 1 remaster and Halo 2 remaster amazing, but then like they never remastered Halo. Or they called it Anniversary Edition. They never made the Anniversary Edition for 3, so number 3 looks outdated by the other 2. And it's like, you guys never made the Anniversary Edition of 3. What the hell?
Yeah.
So this is kind of like giving all 3 of them what they want, but I don't really trust the current team, so it's kind of like,
yeah. The other thing I have with Mega Man 2 is the first there are basically I have 3 games I consider like helped set me up as a gamer. The first one being Donkey Kong Country 2 that actually made me like games. The second one is Mega Man Legends, because that's the first game I actually like dug deep into and loved like a lot of the world and the story and all that. It's like, oh, hey, these you can interact with things. I don't want to say it's like my first open world or first like story-driven game, but it's the first one I latched onto. And I'll never see the end of it.
It's kind of hard to say. Like, I get what you're saying. If we're gonna go for like I liked a lot of games as a kid, so like Ninja Turtles 3, Mario. But if we're going off of the game that kind of made you like really like satisfied with the world, it was probably Secret of Mana.
Yeah, that like first really got you into it.
No, I was already into it, but it was the one where I was like astounded by, because I also didn't know that games had limitations back then, because I was so young. So when we were flying around the world and we would get lost in the forest, I thought it was like a real forest. Like, this is a real forest, you know? Get that food up. Oh, that's the French.
Yeah. So here's technically the odd thing about Legends. While it is an open world game, all of the dungeons, everything is connected. Like it is a legitimate open world game.
Well, and the thing is, like obviously Secret of Mana was nothing like that, but it had a bunch of forests that you could like that had like different paths in it, and it was the first time I ever experienced it. So I thought as a kid, because we could fly around the map and stuff, I thought that like it was just like a real forest, you know?
Yeah, no, I definitely understand. Like, it's just like that got me into that, and then after, I think it was slowly after learning like, oh, Legends is so cool. I wish I knew more about this. It's like, oh yeah, that's part of the regular other Mega Man games. There are other Mega Man games, and it was like the first time I got into a franchise too. After that, you were at 3/4 health, and he bitch smacked you.
Yeah, I saw that. It's annoying. Then it's also like it was one of those things where it's like Secret of Mana was like a co-op game, so we were playing, and like my friend would stay the night, and my dad would let me stay up as late as I wanted when my friend would stay the night. So we'd be like playing in the middle of the night, like all the lights out, just playing Secret of Mana. So you know, good times.
Yeah.
So that was like, I think Secret of Mana was my first RPG, and then Final Fantasy VII was my second. Final Fantasy VII was my first turn-based RPG.
My first like RPG that I fully understood, because I think I might have played some other ones before that, but I didn't really understand what was going on, was Final Fantasy IX. Like that's what got me into RPGs.
Well, 7's what got me into RPGs.
Yeah.
That was the first time and
no, like I said, that's one of the things I always like to joke about. It's like you got into 7, you got into 8, and I came in with 9. So we all of us have like different like whole like favorite nostalgia for the PS1 era Final Fantasies.
Yeah, but the difference was like for Kigu, if that was like his first RPG though. It was first Final Fantasy, but was it the first RPG? I mean, technically, my first RPG was Secret of Mana, but the first one that I played, but my friend was guiding me through the whole game, and he played other Final Fantasies, so I was basically just following him, and it was basically like kind of like a beat 'em up for me.
Yeah. Although I think
7 was like the first RPG style game.
I did 10 after that, and I did a couple. Then there was like that weird revival of like classic Final Fantasies, like on the Game Boy Advance.
I have all of those.
Because I played 1. That's where I beat 1. I never beat 2 on there.
Well. I beat 2 on there, and the Dawn of Souls bonus thing that takes place after 2, which is hard as hell.
That's why I'm looking at like playing a version of 2. And I'm kind of like been putting around for that. But the one I finally like sat down and beat was Final Fantasy 4.
That's how I beat on the Game Boy Advance. I beat 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 all on the Game Boy Advance. I also beat 5 on PlayStation. I love 5. 5 is so good.
5 is one of the few I need to play still. It's like 2, 5, and 8 are the last of the classic generation I need to beat.
It's just for me, it's just 9.
Oh, dude, it's... If you ever if you want to do that on stream, I will sit here and just co-op the combat. That's how ingrained I am into wanting to play 9.
I have a physical copy of 9 that I like. It's a greatest hits copy, but I have it. Use to continue.
Yeah.
We've got like one each for each of us left.
Okay. Because this is the 3rd one I've used.
It's fine.
But because like I will sit there and just be nostalgic as fuck with 9 if you want to go through that and do half your voices. But oh my fucking really already.
The stupid luchador businessman.
Not even sure what's going on with that, but
It's the boss.
yeah, I know. I'm just like, they picked a style, I guess. Oh, fuck you. Because that's the other reason I was so excited with like the rumors of 9 getting a remastery.
still feel like they're not going to do that while they're in the process of finishing up 7.
You fucking
Although
kidding me?
I heard something that they're like. I feel like I heard. I don't know if it was like a fan thing, but like the Evilise collection or something they were making.
Well, it's Evilise is
the tactics games and is in 12.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Is I don't know if you've been following any of the news from the Tactics remake.
It's not even a remake. It's just the PSP port, but with voice work.
Is it? Oh,
yeah,
fuck you.
mostly. Though I'm wondering who the secret character is going to be, because in the PS1 version you can unlock Cloud.
Who sucks?
Is it?
No, I'll say the PS1 version. It was Cloud. I don't know who the Vias was or the PS.
It was Balthier.
At least that makes sense.
Yeah, I beat it on. I beat Tactics on the PSP. I never played it on the PS1, even though I do own it. But yeah, it was Balthier.
Did you just heal?
Yeah, I got caught in this one guy. He just sat there and punched me like this. 1, 2, 3, instant death. I was stun locked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just like the PSP, an advanced version of the PSP port with voice acting. I'm just curious if they'll change like who the hidden character is this time.
Well, I know that they're doing a re-edit on like the translation too on this. Because one of the biggest things with this game is the original creators come back again to help do this one.
Be honest, story-wise, like maybe I didn't understand at the time, but I was not the biggest fan of the first game's story. I liked Advance's story better.
You might have been because it's the thing is it's the writer for it is known for doing extremely complicated geopolitical stories.
Yep, and I didn't understand political stuff back then. I actually probably would like it more now.
Well, it's like one of the things. Okay, so you know, like the quote that's the Final Fantasy Tactics is known for a quote that's not actually in the game, but it just becomes so ubiquitous with the game that everyone thinks it's on there. What was it? Let me get it right here. If the punishment for crimes are a fine, then they only exist to tax the poor.
I didn't know that was. So I've heard that, but I didn't know it was associated with Final Fantasy Tactics.
It's a quote from the game because of the story in it. It's not from the game. The funny thing is, though, it's the original creator found out about the meme for it, and it's like, you know what? It does fit. We're gonna put it in there now.
I'm just saying there thinking about did you see the collector's edition for Tactics? The new one?
No, I did not. I think there was some crazy big one they were gonna do for it.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Oh,
I hate
fuck
these
you
stupid guys. Like I did the slide kick, it didn't knock him out of it. Like it's so dumb that you can't knock enemies out of their animations in this game. But yeah, so it has like a chocobo plushie. It has
I'm dead.
It has like another figure in it. Man, it has a lot of stuff.
No, it's like, yeah, I saw that, and I've seen like the Digimon like collector's edition, and I'm very much like, I want to get both of these, but I cannot. But like,
I didn't see the Digimon collection. What's in it?
It's a big, I forget the Digimon statue, but there is a ton of stuff with it. Like Prez pre-ordered it right away. Like I don't.
Of course he did.
Fuck, I'm dead.
It's one of those things where I really like getting collector's editions and I can afford them now, but I don't have space for them now. Like, so I got that
5 more shelves.
That I don't have space for more shelves.
Take out your roof.
That might work. I was playing or I was like, so I got my the collector's edition for what's it called? Freedom Planet 2, right?
Yeah.
And like they'd released these things in these like clamshell cases that are similar to the Genesis era games. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. They fit on my shelf just fine. It's nice. I have like one for Streets of Rage 4 and for Rocket Knight and stuff. And like, this is cool. This one is even bigger. I'm like, this won't fit on my shelf anymore. Like, why did you make it this big? And holy crap, what's that one? Visions of Mana. The collector's edition is so freaking huge. It's insane.
Fuck.
I don't have any space for it. It's like,
Fuck
damn
you.
it, guys. I don't have room for these.
I should finish them.
Yep.
Go get your own place. Just have a room for all your collector's editions.
Actually, yeah. That's like one of the only real reasons I want that. Is just specifically for that shelf space type things.
Man cave.
I already have 2 rooms. I have like another room where I just been putting spare stuff in there, like my card collections. Like, 'cause I don't have enough space for all my binders, so I've been like putting been getting these like sealed binder, little mini binders for my complete sets, and I've just been putting them in these boxes in the other room.
This is our generation's retirement policy. We collect old video games and trading cards.
Yeah, this is more of a, I have the extra money and this is what I'm doing to make myself happy. I mean, I'm still like, you know, saving for other important things and investing a lot. I mean, I put about like 2/5 of my every paycheck in savings, you know.
Oh, I need to start doing that. I got nothing. All the bullshit that happened to me like a couple months ago drained me to my bottom. I was only like came out of it because I was working 48 hours a week there for a while.
No, I understand. But since I have a little extra money, I've been spending a little bit more on cards recently. Like, not letting myself go overboard, but I was looking at, like, I get paid tomorrow, and I was looking at what I was spending, and I was like, oh man, I only have like $300 right now, like excluding savings.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, I've been like always trying to keep myself over like a couple hundred, where it used to be like I'd be like down to nothing. I hate these stupid tall guys. Like,
yeah,
I hit them first and they still go into their animation, and their animation's an instant death. It's not even a good animation.
Oh my god.
Like, they're freaking like.
Here, I'll try to hold the other guys off of you. You try to get the boss.
I love how I was pitting him and it didn't count. That jerk ninja kicked me and it didn't actually kill me, surprisingly.
No, their spin kicks don't do a lot of damage. It's like the regular kicks are what you have to watch out for.
There's like no consistency with the damage for anything in this game. It's also like with these bosses, I can't tell like how close we're getting to killing them because of how like random their damage is, you know? I got kicked by a stupid Kiki McGee.
I think that's it.
Like, I don't want to pick this stupid sword up. Blah. It's like I saw the GameStops. They had like the new Digimon trailer on repeat there.
Oh, and yeah, I am so fucking hyped for that game, man.
I haven't played any of the modern Digimon games, so I don't really care too much at the moment.
Hacker's Memory is really good for the most part. It's weird because Hacker's Memory is a game that has an A story, a B story, and a C story. The A story starts off as the strong point, but its ending sucks. The B story kind of just floats around for a bit, but the C story, which doesn't kick into like halfway through the game, fucking, oh my god, it starts off so weak, but then it's so strong.
I have the unfortunate thing where I got caught. Like I was playing through the DS games, and I had made good progress on them. And then I don't remember, like I got caught up in some other things, and then just I never went back to them. And it's been like 2 months, which is really unusual for me. So it's like, oh, I have to remember how to play them, or I have to replay it again. And it's like,
Dusk and oh my god, I heard those are like the worst. Like you saw oh god, Jaden animation, like her going into Dusk and Dawn as her first Digimon games.
I heard about it, but I didn't see it. But I mean, so like I think it's like 30 hours in. And it's like not terrible once you get the hang of it, but it doesn't explain everything. Like the thing is, I'd have to look at where I'm at to remember what I was doing, and
Yeah.
it's like it's one of those things where I should not have let myself fall off of it, but I did, and it's like, damn it.
Yeah, I've heard that the world, like how you navigate the world, it's because it's that isometric bit bullshit.
So the problem with how you navigate the world isn't that there's like it's not it's not the isometric so much. It's that so like they send you back to the same area, but like basically every mission like usually has a different Digimon you have to find, so you have to keep going back to the same area, and there'll be something there different in a different spot. There's no way to tell, and the game has like extreme random battle syndrome. So it's like it's kind of hard to navigate, and there's random battle syndrome. And it's just like, oh my god, enough, you know.
Well, down I go. It's up to you, Pix.
If the Slicks didn't have so much, look at that. I grabbed him, threw him, and it like only counted one of the hits.
Yeah. No, you would probably enjoy Hacker's Memory and Cyber Sleuth. You might have the same problem a lot of people do at the beginning of. You remember how like the early Yu-Gi-Oh games had like this weird like deck limit or HP limit you could have for cards in your deck? It's like you can only have this many strong cards until you level up.
The only one I played that would match that would be Forbidden Memories, and I hated it as a kid, and I did not get very far.
Yep. The Digimon games the story ones kind of have that same thing of. Yeah, it's like you have this much spare memory, and you can only carry up Digimon with power of this. It's like you could have like I think it's 8 Digimon like on you at any one time, like 3 active and like 5 backups.
I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I have so many backups in Dusk and Dawn and I don't even use them.
Well, here's the thing: like your early memory limit is very limited, so it's like, oh yeah, if you want to carry the full thing, you're gonna have 5 babies on your team, and that's all you're gonna have. If you want to,
right now, like,
if you want to carry like you can have like 4 or 5 guys if they're all rookies, but you're getting 2 slots empty. Oh, you have a champion? Well, you're not getting any of those spare slots. You have your champion and your 2 rookies then.
I mean, I get that. It's like, I don't know. Digimon progression has always been kind of trash in all their games.
It's always been weird, but I'm just under the lines of like, hey, if the penalty for grinding is you can't use the guys you grind for, it's a very bad system then, because you should not be penalized for grinding in a game.
That or they should block you from doing it. Like Final Fantasy 13 won't let you grind past certain points.
Yeah.
I remember I was trying to grind. I was like, all right, screw it. I'm just gonna grind this. And then like you stop gaining experience at a certain point.
Yep. Okay, the enemies on this guy are infinitely respawning, so it'll just rotate through.
I know. I was trying to just use them as projectiles.
Okay. As I think they were.
Oh, everything about this is cheap.
Yep, that puts us.
Yeah, this is a really bad game.
Well, there we're at the 2.5 hour mark. I really don't want to do another run on this. You happy with
I
calling
do
it
not.
quit picks?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
So this will forever be on the back burner of things we don't want to fucking play, I guess.
Yeah, it's not. It's like you have to use a really cheap strategy to get through this game in order to win because it's so cheap. There's no consistency to any of the damage output.
Oh
I
my
got hit by
god.
this. I got hit by the same exact kick more than once. Like I got hit by a kick and it did a tenth of my health. And I got hit by the same exact kick and it did 90% of my health. It's like, how am I supposed to know? Like you basically just can't get hit, but you also can't interrupt their animations. You can't freaking you don't know when they spawn in, so they cheap shot you off screen. So you always have to be in the center. Like sometimes you be punching them and they just automatically get to break through your animations. It's like
Yeah.
there's no consistency.
All right. You want to raid press tonight?
Yeah, we can raid press.
Because that's pretty much where I'm going to be going after this stream because he's playing Hacker's Memory story. Like Cyber Sleuth has a more consistent story. Hacker's Memory has such higher highs though. But all right, everybody, we'll be back. I'll be back Sunday with more Rogue Trader with Yuki picks. When will you be back?
I don't know. Probably on Tuesday with you.
In Redfall. All right. See you all later.
It didn't bring up Prez at all in my searching thing. What the hell?